The story begins as Dr. Annika Kask faces a hidden interrogator. She is being recorded. He demands to know how she is still alive. She drifts back to her childhood with Sister Clara. A scientist now, her whole life began with loss. Young Annika cradles baby Clara, the sister she adores. They are fragile and self-destructive. They share a bunk bed under the stars. Clara asks what lies past the very last planet. Infinity, everything, anything. Clara warns her that nothing ever truly lasts. They release a firefly so it can breathe. One day, the sisters know, everyone becomes dust. Glass shatters as young Annika screams for her mother. Clara is gone. She watches the monitors flatline as Clara slips away. That loss will haunt every choice Annika ever makes. She is shattered. Years later, billionaire Sam Houston works a packed crowd. He made his first billion from solar energy, not secrets. He insists he is no visionary, just an observer. Then, Sam names the real visionary in the room. He points to Annika Kask, sitting in the audience. She is the first person ever to photograph dark matter. The crowd erupts in applause. Afterward, Sam confesses he came only to hire her. He is utterly captivated by her. He admires how she found order inside total chaos. She overlapped 200 datasets to see it. She has never been asked why. He offers a one-year job on a secret Caribbean island. She refuses. She does not hunt for little green men. But Sam insists they are gathering signals, not hunting. He needs her dark matter algorithm to read the chaos. Intrigued, she agrees to find out what is out there. They are flown to the secret island together. The plot thickens as Annika meets engineer Charlie Kaminsky. He runs Gateway Labs and loves building impossible machines. He is thrilled to meet the famous Annika Kask. Sam promised Charlie they truly were hunting aliens. They fly out together. On the island, Solomon welcomes them to a tiny team. He says only 9 or 10 people work here. It is run by Dr. Perry Glassner, a paranoid genius. They are led toward the main facility. She quietly explores the strange new facility. Perry pops pills, calling them an immune booster. He warns that bruised trust is always fatal. He coldly demands to know Annika's true purpose. He is openly hostile. Then Perry accuses her of being Sam's planted spy. He calls her the bruise sent to kill him. Charlie tries to introduce himself and instantly fails. Perry warns them that all communications here are monitored. He scorns the lab as a shrine to Sam's hubris. He leads them deeper inside. Then, Perry walks them through his grand theory of life. He calls humans cruel apex predators bent on self-destruction. He is convinced we matter little. Drake's equation tells him we are not alone. He mocks SETI for scanning radio waves like fools. They sample a bowl and decide whales do not exist. Aliens would never whisper across space using radio. He explains pairing 2 photons across vast distance. Force one, and the other answers in the same instant. That becomes his faster-than-light cosmic phone line. But Charlie protests it breaks the laws of physics. But then Perry reveals the machine never forces anything. It only listens for when someone else has spoken. Charlie calls it impossible. Yet Perry built this device alone 6 years ago. He made it on amphetamines in his own basement. He tells them they have already done the work. She feeds her own algorithm into the listening machine. She sorts by data sets, then exponents, then primes. She watches raw chaos slowly organize into a pattern. She can hardly believe her own eyes. Then they overlay everything, and a signal begins humming. "They're talking," Charlie gasps. "The aliens are actually talking." She begs Perry to confirm what they are seeing. He says it means humanity is not alone. We are not special, and maybe they do not care. Charlie asks the obvious question, what are they saying? Perry finally names the listening device he built, Littlemouth. "Can we talk back?" Perry says the hardware can only hear them. But Charlie swears he has already done it himself. Lush vegetation conceals structure in background. Man searches through ground cover near tree. The next morning, Perry quizzes his daughter about ants. He tells her to study the ant and be wise. She cannot stop watching it. Alone with Littlemouth, Annika confirms the impossible is real. A memory of Clara surfaces, asking if she is scared. She remembers Mom saying monsters were not real. Young Annika begs Clara not to go, fearing loss. Now Charlie wants to flip on the alien transmitter. But Annika refuses, they do not know enough yet. He asks how else they will ever learn. The drama intensifies over what humanity should become next. Charlie describes Argus, a bionic eye that restores sight. He has watched a blind child see for the first time. He says soon machines will see ultraviolet and X-ray light. He dreams of upgrading limbs, livers, hearts, beyond nature. Then humanity pours its whole mind into unbreakable containers. He believes machines should replace us. He calls that the end game for our species. But Annika asks about pain, sorrow, heartache, and loss. She says those flaws shape us more than pleasures. She sees only sterile intelligence spreading without growth. That, to her, is an equation, not evolution. She refuses to accept that. She notes many patients had the bionic eyes removed. The interrogator presses why she stayed near unstable Perry. She believed first contact was finally possible. A computer drills Lucy on the Fibonacci rabbit sequence. Lucy is clearly a brilliant young girl. Annika asks Svea, the island doctor, about Perry's daughter. She learns Svea has not left in 3 years. Then Svea reveals the tragedy that broke Perry completely. He lost his wife and son 4 years ago. He never accepted what truly happened. A house fire took them while Perry worked nearby. He was self-medicated in his lab 50 feet away. His daughter Lucy survived only because of a sleepover. She is horrified by the whole story. Svea warns Perry values humans in theory only. Fast forward to a tense dinner at Perry's table. Sam performs a vanishing napkin trick for little Lucy. She giggles with delight. But Perry coldly sends his daughter off to bed. He reports the alien chatter is completely legit. He spent 6 months disproving every other explanation. She insists they must report this to the world. But Sam refuses to let bureaucrats swarm his discovery. Charlie warns it rates a serious 7 on detection. Sam snaps that they found it, so it's theirs. He hates billionaires deciding the fate of humanity. Listening is one thing, Annika says. Talking back terrifies. She warns a signal reveals exactly where we live. Then Perry tells a chilling parable about horses and goats. Breeders pair a lonely horse with a companion goat. But some horses see the goat as an invader. They chew clean through the goat's neck without mercy. And the owner simply buys another goat. Perry erupts, refusing to wait even a single day. Fix my hardware and software now, or I quit. Perry is volatile and dangerous. He is held together with meds and duct tape. Then Sam reveals why Annika and Charlie are truly here. If Perry breaks down, the two of them replace him. We're the replacements. Sam promises to buy Annika 1 week to decode it. Suddenly the stakes feel heavier on the dark beach. She fears Perry is right about turning Little Mouth on. She says letting them know we listen is catastrophic. But Charlie believes they would not want our resources. He argues the universe already overflows with everything. They would not crave our weapons or our phones. She is deeply afraid. He cannot find a single reason to be afraid. Life is fragile, she insists, and fear keeps us safe. He counters that their job is to know the unknown. The interrogator asks why she never stopped Charlie. He never told her, knowing she would stop him. She explains Charlie believes intelligence only ever learns. From mistakes, from mutations. He trusts the aliens completely and fully. So Charlie was always going to unlock Little Mouth. He initializes it, certain no harm could come. The sequence succeeds, but Annika never truly believed it was safe. Then Charlie calls Perry with the dangerous news. He fixed it, and now they can talk back. Perry is ready to send a reply. At 1:24, Little Mouth will finally turn on. Annika objects on every level, but cannot stop it. He picks the sequence that repeated most often. She doubts the entire plan. He will speak using primes and the speed of light. He repeats the code 10 times across the constants. The message says we heard you and we're logical. There is no kill switch, Perry warns, and no stopping. He says Sam is blinded by hubris and glory. He urges Perry to say something grand for posterity. But Perry expects nothing, only a thundering silence. He says this is about our smallness laid bare. He claims no one answers because we do not matter. If nothing matters, she asks, then why build this? To prove it. The machine whirs, the countdown beeps, the signal fires. She phones Sam and quits the project entirely. Then the world goes dark. But then the power dies and sirens scream. The whole system goes dark. Charlie shouts at Perry to shut it down now. Then Charlie pulls Annika to see the terrible news. Hospitals, traffic, and aircraft lost power, killing people. NASA admits the blackout reaches beyond Earth's atmosphere. Reporters ask aloud if this was extraterrestrial contact. Global communications and satellites blacked out for seconds. The stakes get higher when Annika decodes their reply. The power returned after 8 minutes, 19 seconds. That is exactly how long sunlight takes to reach Earth. They answered in a constant we could understand. They know we hear them and where we are. She is horrified by the deaths. She resolves to kill Little Mouth for good. Kill it, Svea agrees, never trusting Perry's humanity. But Charlie begs them to spare the machine. He swears it was a hello, not a death ray. They only turned off the lights to answer us. He pleads with her. But we are the dangerous ones, Annika fires back. She says humans handle paradigm shifts very badly. You can't let fear decide, Charlie tells her. It's safer than hope. She is locked out. But Perry killed Littlemouth himself. She knows they opened a door that cannot close. Humanity's place in the universe changed forever. Something is terribly wrong outside. Then little Lucy screams as a violent wind seizes her. Perry races out and snatches his daughter to safety. He shushes the terrified girl, swearing she is okay. She asks Perry whether they should now be afraid. He turns the question back on her. He says the real question is what intelligence resembles. Meanwhile, the NSA arrives at Sam Houston's mansion. They ask why his operations never lost power. They show him a growing anomaly photographed off Cuba. It radiates from one point above Sam's private island. And the anomaly is expanding exponentially every day. Within a week it will spark worldwide mass panic. Sam stonewalls the agents. Meanwhile, Sam rushes back toward the mysterious island pillar. Sam lies, calling it merely a solar observatory. Then he defies the agents and leaves to investigate. You're pushing your luck, Sam? He races against the clock. He arrives to chaos at the strange anomaly. She confronts Charlie for risking everyone yet again. She warns it is an alien phenomenon, not a toy. She is alarmed. But Charlie shows it as just a column of air. He says it is harmless past the first 6 inches. What if it is not just air, Annika wonders. He replies that speech is just air with meaning, so he treats the pillar as another alien data set. He reaches into the column to collect its data. Watch me. He gathers data from the alien column. The interrogator asks why the aliens speak in visions. She suggests thoughts may work better than English. Perry dismisses Svea and orders Annika from the room. He reads Lucy the opening pages of Peter Pan. All children except one are doomed to grow up. The drama intensifies as the military closes in. Soldiers prepare to breach the island, going in blind. They impose curfews and martial law worldwide. They will be knocking down doors within hours. He pitches a bold new theory to Sam. He thinks their repeated sequence may be an SOS. Maybe the aliens are trying to help us. He suggests the anomalies are a cloak hiding humanity. But Sam demands to know, protect us from what? The universe is infinite, she says, and full of dangers. Perry notices there is only one pillar, answering the source. Clara's old words echo, it needs to breathe. He fears the world will burn if they fail. Then Annika walks off, struck by a new idea. We can talk to them, she realizes, inside the pillar. She explains the blackout was a scan of our world. They saw a planet completely covered in air, so the safest way to engage us is through air. Someone must go in, breathe, and hold a conversation. She says the aliens found the best way to reach us. Soldiers seize him, certain he would try to go in. It is not an invasion, she says, but an invitation. But whoever enters will almost certainly suffocate inside. He volunteers without hesitation to walk into the pillar. How human to see hope and feel only fear. There is no protocol now. The NSA confines Sam and Charlie under armed guard. The stakes get higher as Charlie pleads over the speaker. He begs Annika to find a way inside, but she is terrified of too many unknown factors. I'm just scared. You can't let fear decide, he reminds her gently. She became a scientist to learn and help people. He urges her to think about saving one life. She cries quietly. A childhood memory of Clara begs her to stay. But then think about saving them all, he says. Suddenly she gasps, struck by a clever plan. They won't understand your words, so say many of them. Wish me luck. She tricks the commander with an urgent shutdown story. She claims Perry's signal is feeding the growth. She says she only needs 5 minutes to stop it. Try anything and someone gets shot, the soldier warns. Time is running out fast. Meanwhile, Perry reads Lucy more of Peter Pan. A custard wobbles and shakes, just like someone afraid. Then, Charlie creates a wild distraction for the soldiers. Hey, over here! A soldier yells to stop her as Annika runs. She runs for the pillar. Gunshots blast as Charlie is overpowered by the troops. He is overpowered. She breathes deep and steps into the alien pillar. She steps inside. Annika emerges disoriented from the pillar. Annika walks forward alone near ocean columns. Finally, inside the pillar, Annika hears a familiar voice. Are you inside my head? She asks the presence. It answers through the air now living inside her. It wears Clara's voice, yet it is not her sister. It speaks through memory, thought, light, and speech. Who are you? It says it is no longer biological or machine. Like physics, they do not create or destroy. They only reorganize, and everything becomes transformed. Why are you here? She asks the intelligence. You called us, it replies. You asked for help. Charlie was right. They were hiding humanity from danger. They hid us from the watching universe itself. Are we in danger now? She asks. Yes. You revealed yourselves, and the revealed cease to exist. It warns others will come, many already watch in silence. Some civilizations hide in fear, others hunt from fear. But these beings no longer hide or hunt. We protect now. They learned, evolved, and became the universe itself. It says humanity may one day evolve the same way. But that, it says, is your own choice. Soldiers scream at everyone to stay back from the perimeter. You can hide, the intelligence offers humanity. She confesses she does not know if they are ready. She knows they will never be the same again. You must let go of what was, the voice says, to be ready for whatever is coming next. She emerges, forever changed. Outside, the whole world holds its breath. Back in the interrogation, Annika faces the final questions. They have no face to confront, no world to destroy. They wait for an answer. Humanity is now safe from the universe, but not itself. Will they ever come back? The interrogator asks. What makes you think they ever left? And story end.